Hey, what's up you guys? You're watching Team APS, Paul here.
And Alec.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 underexplored monster types in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Perfect. We're finally going to talk about winged beasts.
Yeah, there's one. I guess we shouldn't call this monster types, maybe subtypes, because isn't that what these kind of are?
Yeah, because these are the types where your monster has this type, then it has that other thing.
Yeah, so we're going to hop right into this with LV monsters. Level up, right?
Levels.
We've talked about this a little bit in the past before.
True, we did.
LV monsters existed for a while.
I guess good examples. Horus
the Black Flame Dragon.
Dark Lucius.
Yeah, I think of the Silent Magicians.
And Silent Swordsman.
Yeah. And the concept with a lot of these is just like, if the monster stays in the field for a while and accomplishes some certain task.
Yeah, this condition. Usually it's just surviving until the next turn.
Yeah, sometimes it's more than one turn too.
Oh yeah, there was also the poisonous, the insect, ultimate insect.
Oh yeah, those kind of cards. If they like survive long enough, then you send them to the grave and level up to the next form. Usually from your deck.
Oh, U-Bell. I forgot about U-Bell.
Yeah, I guess it counts. And so basically, the next level of the monster would have a similar effect, but a lot more powerful. So,
Strong.
you know, Armed Dragon LV3 goes from basically not doing anything to becoming level 5, which lets you like discard a monster and like pop a monster or something like that.
Horus is level 3. Going to like level 5 is night and day.
I think it's 4 and 6.
4
and then
6. You're right, 4 and 6.
It goes from like not being affected by spells to not being like to being able to negate spells or something.
Level 4 doesn't negate.
I don't think
spells.
level 4 does anything.
It does something
yeah,
with
something
spells.
else. Anyways, well, you see how much we remember. So yeah, these cards have not been around lately. But I think that they could come back. They do have some cool spells and traps. They've got like level up, which just literally levels your monster up for you.
Level modulation, which is this roundabout thing that has a steep cost.
Yeah, and then there's like level down, which you generally wouldn't want to do.
I don't know why, but
So LV monsters are cool. I mean, I think that if they could make the mechanics for them a little bit faster,
or at least more forgiving. Some of those are really difficult because a lot of them ask you for your monster to be able to swing over another monster, but your monster has like 1300 attack.
Or sometimes it just has to sit on the field.
Make it to the standby phase.
Yeah, which, you know, or they'll even combine both and it'll be like, it has to destroy a monster and then on your next
standby phase.
That's a problem.
Yeah,
so
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, these are things that definitely, you know, they could be sped up.
Especially when you think about the Silent series where they made those new cards.
Yeah, that are okay.
Yeah, literally just Silent Mission and Silent Swordsman, which will help speed up the process just a bit.
Yeah, I just think it needs to be faster, and then the LV monsters themselves, of course, could use an updating and design. Like, giving them stronger
ugly
effects.
cards. Oh, that's what you meant. Never mind.
No, probably that too. They could get like stronger effects, you know. They need to have self-protecting effects, better stats. I feel like, you know, when you get out these high-level ones, like the LV 8, 9s, 10s, all that stuff,
big guys.
they need to have broken effects. They need to be negating cards.
Like Horus.
They need to be like popping stuff at a plus, like nuking boards, you know?
You know who was terrible? Who I didn't like? Dark Lucius.
I don't really remember what he even did.
He was, as far as I remember, not much.
And here's what I think. When your biggest level monster dies, it should get the lowest level one back out.
Yeah, or, you know, maybe it could get the level it leveled up from or something.
Yeah, some kind of a float. They should all do that. Like even if like the level 6, like the mid-level one dies, it still reverts back to the low-level one and
or
like,
maybe,
from your grave.
Or search like a level card, like level up or level down.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of things, right? So definitely, it's something that I think Yu-Gi-Oh could do a little bit more with. What's another one?
Next up is Gemini monsters.
Yes.
Now, we've talked about them before in a previous video where Konami listened and created a Catalyst Field.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was us.
Psychic.
That we did that.
Geminis are a really cool thing. In the past, they've had sometimes kind of in the spotlight, you know, like the whole Gigaplant, Blazewing Butterfly, Supervised, that was kind of a deck. We've seen other strong Geminis in the past, like Illblood, Doom Shaman.
My personal favorite.
And we even saw a recent Gemini archetype in Chemicritters, though.
I mean,
one round of support.
However, regardless of how Chemicritters were, Catalyst Field was a pretty cool card.
It was. Catalyst Field's been good. Supervisor's been good. Geminis in general have gotten some decent things.
Gemini Spark.
Gemini Spark's a really good one. And even their fusion monster, like King.
Oh, don't ask me to remember that.
Super Alloy Beast,
Raptimus.
Yeah, he gives all your Geminis like their effects immediately. Effects like that can help Geminis become something, I think.
Except when you make Geminis like Ancient Gear Knight.
Yeah, where the effects are so slow and underwhelming.
Like, come on now.
And also when you make them high level, where it's like you have to tribute summon to get this normal monster, that then next turn you have to.
That was like the struggle of ill blood.
Yeah.
At least you had like Mizuki to help that some.
And then they gave Ilba like 2100 attack. It's like he's level 6. Like why is he not 25?
He doesn't even meet the requirements of a 6.
So yeah, I mean I think Geminis could be stronger. They need a faster way to get searched, get out in the field, get summoned. Better effects, everything.
Better stats.
And better everything.
Just total pimp our Geminis, alright?
The next one is Union Monsters. ABCs don't count. Sorry. Let's get that out the door.
They're their own thing. Now XYZ counts.
Yeah.
But
That's fair.
ABC doesn't.
So Union Monsters. What do we need to know about them?
Monsters that equip to other monsters to make them stronger.
Yeah.
And in the past, well, I guess still in the present, but mostly in the past, they sometimes also fuse, which I felt was a little odd because, well.
Yeah, they could also generally equip themselves and then unequip themselves.
Yes, because sometimes they can equip to different types of monsters. However, the oldest ones like Freezing Beast and Burning Beast and Kuryu and them, they would specifically state what monster they equip to.
And some of them did, I know.
So, and then they give some underwhelming effect that really didn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
Another problem was some of the more recent ones can do this, but the older ones couldn't equip from the hand. So you had to summon the monster. Then next turn you could like normal summon this little union.
And
and then equip it.
We're gonna talk about how unions could be better, but actually Konami's already made them better. But they didn't. What they did, they didn't call them unions.
That's true.
My best example is Black Metal Dragon.
Yeah, that's true. It could have been a union.
It equips from the hand. When it dies, it floats.
They really should have been doing more of that. More like equipping from the hand, floating, being able to summon themselves more easily, like when they're equipped.
Yep.
ABCs did it right. They just need to do it for all the other unions.
Yeah, and not in the most ugly, degenerate way possible.
Yeah, I don't care for that. So I think unions definitely could, step it up, Konami. Let's go.
Yeah. Get out.
Hey, I mean, it's true.
Alright, our next is Spirit Monsters. Konami has never let us forget spirits because they keep making more, but they keep having the same problems.
Yeah, or they make them worse, like those two new pendulum ones.
Traditionally, we had what? The oldest ones like Yamada Dragon and Abba the White Rabbit. I can't remember the rest of their names.
There's a lot. I mean, I know an old kind of notorious one was the Tsukiyomi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Susa Soldier, I just remembered that one.
So they all had cool effects, but like they were otherwise like regular monsters. So you'd have to like use a normal summon or a tribute summon, and
then they go. Now they didn't start getting better until we got to what Aratama and I can't remember her name.
Nikotama and Aratama.
Yes,
those two they helped.
They
floated to give you a normal summon.
Right now, they're actually the only really solid spirit support.
There's Shino birds.
Yeah, but they do kind of their own thing. They kind of pivot.
See, the problem with like spirits in general really was just that like for all the trouble of getting them out, the effects were underwhelming. Then they were gone.
Mm-hmm. But you know how you want to talk about how they can be better. Konami already did that.
Yeah, that's true. There's a very good example.
Yasenju.
Literally non-spirit spirits.
Yeah, and it's hilarious since they're based off of I forget the Japanese monster spirits. Heard that?
Konami doesn't care.
Yeah.
That's what it really is. But yeah, I mean, spirits I think could come back, or at least be more prevalent, right?
Yeah.
Like they could give them stronger effects. They should give them more ways to like normal summon themselves out
Yeah,
because they
get
can't
on
really
the
be
field
special
faster.
summoned.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't think it's that hard.
It's not.
It'd be cool. And the last one, we thought we'd throw you guys a bit of a curveball with tunes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we haven't gotten new tunes in a while, huh?
Yeah. Let's hop into the past real quick. You remember our old tunes? Toon Alligator, who was he? Wait a minute, he wasn't a toon.
Maybe he was. I don't know.
I don't think because he was a normal monster.
I think
he wasn't a toon.
I think he was a vanilla tune.
Oh, but there was Toon Manga Ryuran.
Oh yeah, he's just the card that all the texts have to include as a like appendix thing. Like, have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Add one tune monster or manga Ryuran. Yeah, but I mean, like, tunes are cool conceptually. They mostly were just based off old monsters, and that's kind of my gripe with them. They should do new monsters.
That's a design flaw. I mean, a design gripe.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I think I agree. It would be cool if we could get off of old school Yu-Gi-Oh just for a second. Let's print some Toon Elemental Heroes, some Toon Signer Dragon stuff.
Toon Stardust would be awesome.
You know, Toon Eyes.
Yeah.
And they've already shown that they can give Toons good effects. We can cite Toon Dark Magician and Toon Red Eyes.
Yeah, they've gotten a lot better.
Really solid Toon cards. And
even Toon like Gemini Elf had a pretty simple but strong effect. Same with like Masked Sorcerer.
they have Toon Kingdom, one of the most powerful field spells they've ever bothered to print.
Shout out to that getting reprinted finally.
True, but you know, as a comment, our secret's still worth it, boys.
I definitely think Toons could use a bit more. There's just some new monster members would be fun to see revisited. Like, it'd be nice.
Maybe some draw power, something.
Maybe that. Maybe some better recovery too. That's another big thing I feel they lack. They don't have like a way to get
You know,
too much stuff back.
someone pops your Toon World and the book closes.
Yeah, for
Which,
real.
that's not how it is for I think the newest
The
ones.
newer ones
they
don't
don't
die
die.
when Toon World dies.
Thank you.
But I mean, I do think they should have like ways to get out of the grave and more stuff like that. So those are
Our top 5.
underexplored kind of old Yu-Gi-Oh mechanics. Just kind of need to come back, even if they're not great. Just come back in some form, right?
Yeah, and you know, we have the time. Konami loves these spin-off sets.
And with how many these legendary duelist things we've been getting, I mean, there's really no excuse. So. All right, well that's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and be sure to subscribe.
Hit the bell, join the squad.
That's gonna be it. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Pass turn.